Mobilizing the resources within government, it will assist, even mobilize resources outside, and also tell the rest of the world that here we have a problem in Kenya. And that problem needs just not the hands of the government, but also the hands of each and every person. This therefore would have actually broadened the awareness of the issue. It reminds me, in 1961, a similar case did happen. That's about 63 years ago. We were under colonial government. But the level of mobilization was so huge that even the military was involved. And in terms of food distribution, in terms of reaching areas where it was not easy to reach by normal motorized vehicles, by planes taking food to various parts of this country. And the reportage then, because I've been able to access some of the clips, was very interesting. They were telling almost on minute-to-minute basis that we are in this particular area, this is the situation, this is what we're doing, and we've been able to achieve so much. But the way we see it now is that we wait until fatalities are big for us to report about Mai Mahiu or any other place for that matter. I would have expected the president almost to mobilize each and every person, and there should have been a disaster management center which will be coordinating all these activities with various counties. And in each county there should be a unit of disaster management because now the number has gone to 38 counties out of the 47. Mm-hmm. So essentially almost the entire country is under the threat of floods and increased rainfall. And this means about 2,000 schools have been affected by these floods. And of course, the fatalities have gone beyond 200, not to mention some of the missing bodies. So I would have expected that to be a higher notch of mobilizing resources and mobilizing awareness and allowing it for everybody to realize that it's not business as usual.
And a declaration of a national disaster would be the first step.
It should have been the first step, because remember, even one time, in my lifetime, I can quickly remember, Mzee Moi declared, I think, HIV/AIDS a national disaster. And of course, there was mobilization almost in every village. Mzee Kibaki declared a drought a national disaster. I remember he declared in Mombasa. Mm-hmm. And we mobilized the resources, both in terms of food and also animal feed, because we realized in some of the areas where we were taking maize, farmers prefer to feed their livestock instead of feeding themselves. So we decided now even to purchase hay and take it for livestock consumption, so that by the time we take the maize, people are able to eat. So I think perhaps the president was not fully informed. He should have done it after a cabinet meeting. And you know, cabinet meeting is a clearinghouse.
Just last week, 2 cabinet meetings.
And that should be a clearinghouse for him to benefit from all the brains around the table. Mm-hmm. Because I don't believe that all those good Kenyans have nothing to offer to the government. Okay. It's only that at times I get worried about my brother, that he does not have good capacity to listen to the ministers and other people who offer advice. Because I'm sure you cannot say about 25 Kenyans around the table cannot give a solution to a simple issue like the floods ravaging the country. Mm-hmm. And finally, on this issue of floods, perhaps it is looking slightly different from the past. We've done a lot of environmental degradation because we've had rains. 98 we had rains, 1961 we had rains, but it never reached the magnitude it has reached this time. You can see this water is like brewed tea all over, which means we still got a lot of work to do with the environmental conservation. Okay. We need to improve almost every school, every institution, every space in Kenya. We should plant trees, and we grow them.